All right, you live.
Man, these glasses is crazy. But yeah, so whenever you're ready.
You live.
Okay, I'm live.
Come
All right, Most High in Christ. So this is the Wednesday night law class, and this is a class that we have every single week so that brothers and sisters understand what the law is. A lot of people, they don't understand that you have to have law to have justice. You can't have it the other way around. You can't be a people that don't have the rule of law. The rule of law is how you set up your nation. It's how you're able to run a nation. And then also it's what you need to get justice. Like I said, and I'll keep reiterating on that. It's just the same. It's when you look at the Bible and you look at the scriptures is the foundation of how you build a nation up from the ground up. Right? Now, without that, you don't have anything. You just got a bunch of people that just run around. So you have to have strict laws, and that's how you're going to be able to govern the nation. But it starts with that very rule. Because if you want to know why we never get justice for Trayvon Martin, well, we never got justice for Sandra Bland, and we never got justice for all the countless brothers and sisters that have been unalived by the police, or unalived by racist, Edomites. That's everywhere that you see on social media. The reason that we don't get justice is because we don't have the rule of law, right? And that's what is very, very important to have.
Right.
The more we stick to the laws, the more we will get justice. But how can we ever get it if that's not what we stand on? But the main thing is that the pastors who teach us, they don't teach us the correct way to be able to adhere to the laws, the statutes, and commandments. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You got a brother asked me, he said, well, what's the difference with, y'all, teaching the Bible and other people that teach the Bible? The difference is that we teach the law.
Right.
We teach the law, and we teach brothers and sisters how to keep it, and also how to keep it in the right, correct way. Because Christians believe that they're keeping the law too. You know what I mean? Because they feel like it ain't none. So they feel that they're doing what's required and what's expected from the Lord, right? So let me get Jeremiah 14 and 14. Baba Kashar.
Come.
Hold on. Oh, my bad. First of all, we need to find out. Let's start with 1 John 5 and 3. The bedrock. Let's find out what the law is, right? And what breaking the law is. All right. And if anybody is online and they got any questions, you could definitely let them chime in. But understanding that is the basic fundamental of being able to serve the Lord correctly. All right. You got it whenever you're ready.
Khan. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
That's the main thing. Like, love is not just an emotion. A lot of people, the reason that they're rolling around in the church and the reason that they shouting and doing different things like that is because they think that is what love of God, the love of God is. The Lord could care less about how much you can dance or whatever that is they're doing in there, the 1-2 stepping and all of that. The Lord can care a damn how fast you can do it, how slow you do it. The Lord don't care how much you crinkle up your face or how much you twirl around or run around the church. The Lord don't give a damn about none of that.
That's right.
What the Lord cares about is how are you keeping the law? That's it. You don't eat pork, that's the love of God. Not celebrating Christmas is the love of God. You get my point? Not keeping Esau's holidays, every single one of them is the love of God. You get my point? That's how you show by the things that you do, the actions that you take. That's what it's all about. It's like when you really take away all of the stuff off, the showmanship off of what the pastor is giving you in the church, then you really don't have anything, but it all goes down to the law. All right. Let's read it one more time from the top, please.
Khan. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Meaning that it's not like something that is going to grieve you, something that's going to be hard. It's not. Let me tell you how you keep the law. You get around other brothers and sisters that keep the law. That's how you do it. You think that you're going to be able to get backed into a corner and somehow you're going to be able to keep the law? No, Satan already knows. Satan's been around since the garden. He ain't going to, he knows what you like. You think you're going to be able to hide yourself off from your brothers and sisters and think that you're going to be able to keep the law? Fat chance, because guess what? You're going to lose. You're going to lose and you're going to fail, because you have to have brotherhood and sisterhood, you know what I mean, so that you can be able to be around the brothers that can arm you with the armor that you're going to need to keep the law. Because when you get off by yourself and you start ostracizing yourself from the brotherhood and school, class, all of those things, you are going to fail and Satan is going to win. All right. And it says it's not what? It's not what?
And not
grievous,
and his commandments are not grievous.
Any more on it?
Lies.
So let's get into the fake pastors, right? So let's go to Jeremiah 14 and 14, if you could, Baba Kashar.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 14. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
Right, they prophesy lies in my name. Go ahead.
It's like it. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither speak unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision.
Because remember, the one thing that pastors do is they make the world seem like it's a cupcake, and the world is not a cupcake. The world, if the Lord was all love and everything was all hunky-dory, like how they would say, then the earth will reflect it. The earth don't reflect it. So that's why you know that can't be true, because if the world was all about love and Christ and God was all about love, then we would see that. But we don't see that, because you know what I see in the earth is hatred, covetousness. I think I said it right. Covetousness, envy. You know what I'm saying? Lasciviousness.
Right.
You know, all of those different things that's listed in the Bible. That's what I see. The earth don't reflect that. So God can't be all love. So what we got to do is we got to stop listening to these pastors who's lying just to get your 10% out of you, and they make sure they get that 10% out of you too. And they getting it tenfold too. 10% is probably like an understatement, because how the hell can you keep a building open and you only open one day a week?
Right.
You know what I mean? How? You got $1 million building, and with $1 million building, your rent for that building is probably about $10,000 a month, maybe a little bit more, maybe $12,000, depending on the percentage that you're paying. So you're paying at least $12,000 a month for rent. How can you keep it open with opening one day? That doesn't make sense, right? It's because they are going and they're robbing people, because they're putting on a show and then they're just giving you and just making you give up that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. All right. So it says they prophesying to you a false vision. What's that false vision? The vision that you're going to get rich. That's all they really want to push, especially those prosperity preachers who just teach that, you know, somehow you're just going to get this miracle spring water and you're going to be able to be rich.
Right.
Because really, that's all everybody want anyway. All everybody want to do is be rich. You know how I know? Because when I go into the liquor store, guess what? It's a line of people playing numbers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to win. That because you feel like if you just win that one time, you know, and that comes, and these pastors, that's what they preach, prosperity, you know, because that's what is associated with God, is prosperity, not keeping the law, none of that. What's associated with God is money, houses, jewelry, you know, cars, you know, trips, vacations, all of the wonderful things in life that a lot of people can't be able to get. Go ahead.
It's like, if I may, and I seen this post that was crazy true. It was saying a lot of Christians, they base their blessings off of material. So like they base their blessings off of how much money the Lord gives them, or this house that the Lord gives them, or the cars that the Lord, you feel me? So they not really basing it off of the correction that the Lord's giving them, or the guidance the Lord giving them, or when the Lord's telling them don't do this or don't do that. So,
right.
So like, yeah.
Right, because anything that don't work out is like Satan. That's a heavy point you brought out, because it's like they associate anything bad with Satan, but everything good. But then a lot of times it'd be the Lord that be correcting you, right. But you don't understand that. And so, and this is why, I mean, you can see it. I mean, I've been teaching it for the last 10 years, and it's just, our people are really lost, but we can get better. You know what I'm saying? Like we can, and that's why I think that's why we all do this work. That's why we all go out in the streets and we do what we do, because we still have faith in our people. We have faith that our people will get themselves together. The same way Moses had faith. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't give up on our people, even though sometimes it can look like it's, the time of Moses, you know what I'm saying? Where nobody gives a damn. But of course, that's the fight that you have to fight. It's an uphill battle, because what we go out in the streets and do is we are unraveling thousands of years of brainwashing.
Right.
That's still prevalent in our people today. All right? Go ahead. You can keep reading. Give me a little bit more on it.
Khan. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision, a divination, and a thing of naught.
Yeah, like something that just doesn't mean anything, right? Go ahead.
And the deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land.
Right. That's what the pastor is saying. He's saying that sword and famine ain't gonna come. What do we preach? We preach that the America the sword and famine is gonna come to this land. Right. Every single class, every single time you go out there and you speak, anytime you do a video, like you said earlier before the class started, what you're doing is essentially you're teaching, but underneath all of that, you're warning the people about the destruction that's going to come to America, and you're trying to figure out a way to be able to warn them. And we just do it in, what's that word I'm looking for?
Parable.
We say
not parables, right?
No, we do it in like a covert way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because all of it is coming back to us being able to warn you that America is going to be destroyed. You got to get yourself together. You got to be what the Lord called you to be. And that's what we go out here and we do. And so these pastors, they don't say that sword and famine is coming. They don't say the destruction is coming to this land. You know what they say? They say, get out and vote.
Right.
Get out, rock the vote. Because we're not getting what we want out of America, because we're not voting hard enough. We're not going and getting on these boards. We're not going to enough city council meetings. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And the reality of it is because that these things are happening is because we're not keeping the law, period. That's it. Once we keep the law, we'll be able to get in a better position. But since we don't seem to want to do that, then we can't be in a better position. We continue to only get the Lord's bad side, right? Keep going.
By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword.
Because of the famine and the sword, because of the destruction that's going to come. You know what I'm saying? Like that same thing that you don't want to prophesy is the same thing that's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it from my language, but that's the gist of it, right? Keep reading.
And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them.
Right. And you know who that is? That's the congregation. That's the prophet, the so-called false prophet. That's the false prophet. That's his congregation and everybody that follow him. You know how many people follow Creflo Dollar?
Right.
How many people follow TD Jakes? They said, I was watching this thing, man. They said TD Jakes was talking about coming back. You know what I mean? Like he had stepped down because of the whole, thing came out about him, the whole thing swallowing and all that came out. And he, stepped down because there was a whole lot of, stuff coming out about him and Diddy. And then, he stepped down because, things were getting too hot. And then I saw this other video where they were saying like, he's considering, coming back. I said, wow, look at that. And because there's people right now that, even though they know what's going on with TD Jakes, they will still follow him.
Right.
And those are the people that's going to follow you straight into hell. All right. Let me get Matthew 24:4. This is what we got to understand, from day one, since I came into this school, a lot of these scriptures that we've been taught, it's been bedrock scriptures. The thing is, when brothers come into the school, when sisters come into the school, whoever can hear this, you know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. But when brothers and sisters come into the school, and we were talking about it a little bit last night, is brothers get fatigued with this truth. And as time go on, after, even like, Hebrew Academy, different things go on, the years go by, you start to get fatigued with the truth. And brothers and sisters, man, they can't be able to last past that fatigue. You know what I'm saying? They can't figure it out. You know what I mean? And the Lord, he gave us everything that we needed so that wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And so once you start getting that fatigue in the truth, then you start allowing the deception to come in. You start allowing things that you wasn't taught from the beginning, but you allow those things to start to get inside your head, and those things will deceive you. All right? Whenever you got it. Let me see. Let me get there with you real quick. Matthew, right? Matthew 24:4. All right. All right, you got it.
Khan, that's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
A lot of brothers, man, get deceived. A lot of sisters get deceived. Sisters leave the school. Next thing you know, they on Clubhouse getting interviewed by some goofy, you know what I mean? And they survive in a cult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you let somebody deceive you. You let your grandmom come in and deceive you, your mom, everybody. When you first come into the truth, Christ is black. Oh, it's all. Man, look, let me tell you something, man. I've seen, and this is my personal experience. I've seen people come through this door and they swore that they was brothers. They sat in the same classes we sitting in right now. They was here on Tuesdays. They was like, man, I'm telling you, man, one West to the death. Where them niggas at now? They ain't here no more. Where them sisters at now? Oh man, them sisters was back here cooking everything. Food piled up to the ceiling. Where them sisters at now?
All right.
They didn't let somebody deceive them. Why? Because they don't agree with multiple wives. So you're gonna let your spot in the kingdom be taken away because you don't like what other people are doing? That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I would say that I'm still around, because I'm not stupid like that. I don't make false promises with my mouth. I don't claim to have brotherhood and not have it. You get my point? Like, I'm loyal to a default. So if you're that type of brother, then you can have staying power. You can have brothers that will respect you. You can have sisters that will respect you. You can have your family that will respect you. You know what I'm saying? But in order to be able to experience that, you can't be deceived. You can't allow nobody to deceive you, because so many people allow that to happen. Go ahead, you got it.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So all these stupid brothers online talking about what's up, dudes coming up saying that they Christ and they Jesus. Man, y'all niggas is stupid as hell. Stupid as hell. You mean to tell me none of y'all niggas want to be Barnabas? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody want to be Bar Jesus. And it's plenty of names in here, ain't it? It's plenty of names of people in here. But everybody want to be Jesus though. See what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that it always baffled me about people like that. When we shouldn't be following these types of people. We should be trying to figure out a way that we can get them a proper prescription so that they can be able to get the medication that they need, you know, to be able to fight their mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as they take it, they need to stick their tongue out. You know, as soon as you take your medicine, stick your tongue out. Make sure you wasn't trying to hide it over here. But instead, we embrace mental illness. Yeah, I know you've seen it. You ever see like a chick, she'll say, I'm bipolar.
Right.
Like as if that's like a
cool thing.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like, yeah, I be chilling because, you know, I'm bipolar. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody be like, yeah, you bipolar, you crazy. Man, that sister need medication, man.
Concept.
Being bipolar is not something that should be glorified. Mental illness is not something that should be glorified.
Right.
So when these people come and say that they Christ and all of that, man, and try to, you know, deceive you, just staying on topic, deceive you, then what did Christ say? Let no man deceive you, man, even the women too. Don't let them come and try to tell you something, man, even if you don't know something in the Bible. Even if you don't know something, somebody might ask you something. You think, sometimes I might get asked a question, and the question might, you know, it might be, it might sound the way that the person is trying to ask you the question. Like, well, does it say here, like, the heathens can be saved? You know what I mean? It might sound that way, but you stick to what you was taught from the beginning. And there's no way that anybody can deceive you, because I guarantee you, no matter whatever anybody comes with you, if you stick to the very basics of what you was taught, there's no way you're going to get cut. But you know how you are going to get cut? When you let somebody deceive you and they come to you with something you might not have been all studied up on, and you're going to be looking at the Bible like, well, I'll be damned. It does say that. It does say that the heathen, the heathen's going to be justified, and you're going to be jacked up and deceived. All right, you got it. I think it was a little bit more on it. Oh no. I think we good right there. All right, let me get 2 Peter 2:1. 2 Peter 2:1.
Come.
1 second. I'm gonna get there with you real quick, warrior. Let me see. Slocky. All right, here we go. So 2 Peter 2:1.
Khan, it's the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
And what are heresies? Heresies are the things that go against the Bible. That's what a heresy is. It's things that go against the Bible, things that you were taught. It goes against that, right? It's things that you bring in. Like a lot of people, a lot of brothers will bring that type of stuff into the school. You know, they come in and they leave out with a couple of brothers. It's because of heresies. You know what I'm saying? You think that you can't get a counsel in the school? Come on, man. You can get a counsel. You know how I know? Because I'm always in one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? One time I asked the general, like, what does dudes be talking about when they saying that they can't get a counsel and all that kind of stuff? You know what it is? It's like, you don't really want to get it. That's what it is. You don't want to get a counsel because you just are afraid of it. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you didn't get a proper counsel, then what does it say in the scriptures? take it in front of the people, right?
Right.
Get us all there. Get us in the major council. Get every school on a damn Zoom call, and then you say the issue, and then we'll just decide as a whole school. But why they never take it that high? Why they only go? Why they only go? I couldn't get a council, so I hate you niggas.
Right. If
you really want to do it, you got to be aggressive with it. If I really feel like somebody wronged me or did something like that, and I feel like I'm, offended by it, and I feel like I didn't get justice on the lower level, then take it all the way up. What you scared to take it all the way up? You scared to take the general to council. You scared. Let's just be honest, man. Come on, man. It's 2025, like a rod, man.
Con, sir. And Salaki, if I made, that's like one of the best things in the school that anybody can get taken to council.
Right.
You feel me? That's one of the best
just
perks.
Do it.
So it's like,
you scared, man, because you don't have what it takes to be a man. Because you're like, well, I don't really want to take it there because of what might happen. So what you do, you think you feel more emboldened behind your TV. I mean, behind your microphone and your camera.
Right.
Right? But then it's like, think about it, right? Then it's like, because I don't know, like, man, I look at stuff like kind of deep. Like I look at like cats that be like talking trash and stuff. And I just be like, what time is it? It's like 7:00. Now you online beefing? Why you can't beef at 8:00 in the morning or 9:00 in the daytime? Why you got to beef at 7? Because your dumb ass is at work. That's why. So now you got to beef. You got to beef after you get off.
Right.
I don't want to beef for somebody like that. I don't want to beef for somebody that got to beef. Like you got to beef with me when you get off of work, when it's cool for you to talk. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like I don't know. I be looking at things deep now. Like I be like, man, I ain't beefing with you, man. You got to beef with me after working hours, man. Get the hell out of here, man. You not real. You fake. Because if you was really about that life, man, you would beef with a nigga first thing in the morning. I wake up, you should be on live, but you ain't because you at work saying yes, no to master. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Sir, and Salakia, just to add in too, me personally, I'm not like if somebody's on social media beefing, I'm not beefing with them because that's not the manner that you handle something. Even if we didn't have the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like even if we didn't know that it was an art and you go to your brother and him alone, I was never raised to beef on the internet because you can't do anything on the internet.
You would think,
it's just adding fire to a fuel.
Right.
I mean, a fuel to a fire. Salaki.
But see, that's the difference with you. Like you're cut from a different cloth. That's how, that's I know. I want to say it's like it's an old saying, but that's what it is. It's like you cut from a different cloth. It's like you'll go crazy trying to understand.
Right.
A BA nigga, you know what I'm saying? You'll go crazy trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you just cut from that different cloth. But there is dudes out here that's what they live for. They live for YouTube. They live for followers. Things that are just vain things that don't mean nothing.
Right.
What tell me what does it matter having 1 million followers if you can't get them to send you $1?
Concert in Salakia, the scriptures say, what profit can a man have of all the labor under the sun? I mean, so it's nothing we really could do unless it's this work that's profitable.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
you seek the kingdom of God first. You know what I'm saying? Then everything will be added to you. Whatever you want, it'll be added to you. But you got to shift your mindset. And you'll get it. The Lord will give it to you. You think the Lord don't want to give us the world to rule, but he ain't going to give us the world to rule if all our women are twerk queens.
Right.
And all the dudes want to be pimps. The Christ ain't coming back to a land while the land is gone with whoredom. Christ ain't coming back for that. As soon as a sister get a camera in her face, she turn around and put her butt in the air. As soon as the camera come, go ahead.
Salaki, if I may too, I was going to bring this out earlier.
Because
it's the importance of us knowing our law, statutes, and commandments and keeping it. So this is a post I seen earlier. It says Florida man who was married to 3 women at the same time sentenced for felony bigamy.
Yeah, bigamy.
So he got sentenced for really not knowing that in the law this was lawful. You mean, and he could have told him, hey, spiritually, or this is my beliefs.
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. And instead of like knowing the law would have helped this brother avoid a felony, basically.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's crazy how, I mean, I sent this to a few brothers and they was in the world, so they didn't really mind it too much, but they don't understand how serious it is, how much we being afflicted just for not knowing, just like Hosea 4:6.
So just for not knowing. And a heavy point, because he tried to legally marry all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he should have just said, you know what? There's no
difference.
Honor. Now I know on to your point. There's no honor in marriage in America.
Right.
Like you going down to the courthouse or whatever you doing. You going down there and you getting married, and guess what? Right after you, there's a homosexual couple getting married too.
Concert.
So where is the sanctity in marriage anymore in America? You know, they had shows, 90 Day Fiance, Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, The Bachelorette, you know, all of these different shows that literally takes away the sanctity of marriage in America. When you go up there, there's a trans couple right behind you. There's a lesbian couple right behind you. Man, marriage don't mean anything in America. Marriage is under Satan in America. You got it.
Concert and Salakia, just to add to what you were saying, in America, they'll marry you today and divorce you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not fighting to keep marriages going in America. So
what's that, Baby? From Cash Money. Then he just he was messing with Tony Braxton, I believe. Yeah, Tony Braxton, and he was dealing with her for 18 years. They were you know in a relationship, and they got married and they broke up, and she got a divorce in I think it was like 16 days.
Yeah, America, make sure it's a speedy process.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me look that up myself just so I can make sure that I'm on point. Gets divorced. Let me see. Slaughter, y'all. Yeah, formerly Cash Money Records was secretly married to Tony Braxton on August 8th, 2024, but Braxton filed for divorce just 2 weeks later, calling their marriage irretrievably broken. That is wild, right? That is wild.
Yeah, they support going against the Most High too much in America.
Yeah, and that's what it all boils down to, man. By not understanding what the Lord gave us, man, so we don't have to be like that. That was my main thing, you know. Like once I came into the truth, my whole thing was just how can I continue to stay smart? How can I be ahead of the curve? And I realized that if you want to be wise, you have to get around wise men. That's it. You want to be successful, you got to get around people that are successful. You want to be positive, you get around people that are positive. It's like it's not really no science to it. You know what I mean? Is you want to get wisdom, you want to learn these scriptures, then get around brothers that are doing it. You'll do it. You know what I mean? When you pass Hebrew Academy, you passed me. Why? Because you got around brothers that was doing it. Not sitting on the sideline talking about all the stuff that, Hebrew Academy could be and all this other kind of stuff. Nah, you got up in it, you did it, and you got through it. Right. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers, man, there's brothers around here, man, that I've seen that came through, man, that was straight suckers, man. Straight suckers, man, that could not do what you did. I seen brothers I seen a brother that was 60-something years old go through Hebrew Academy. I seen brothers that come through here, man, can't even last a day. can't even last a week because they too, be made. Right. All right. No sweat. All right. Can you take 2 Peter 2:1? I don't want to run on too long, but 2 Peter 2:1 from the top, please.
Khan, it's the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways.
That means dangerous destruction, like destruction. They're going to bring that. Their ways are going to be destruction. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be dangerous. All right. Keep reading.
By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Right. Because they're going to say that the truth is bad. This is what a lot of cats, they get jacked up on, like, especially like people who leave the school disgruntled.
Right.
And I hate saying that word school. The reason I hate saying school is because I don't look at ISUPK as a school. I look at it as the brothers that are here, the sisters that are here. So when somebody come up to me and they say something about the school, in my mind, I'm automatically thinking, what you talking about, Captain Cod? You know what I mean? What you talking about, Captain Tawar? What you talking about, Captain Tazariak? Like, what do you mean by the school is this and the school is that? It's like, it's something that I take to heart, because it's like, I don't look at it as it's just like a building, like, because I think when people just look at it like, oh, it's a school, you kind of lose the weight of and the gravity of what's going on here. You know what I mean? It's a brotherhood. It's brothers here. It's people that you learn and you grow with, you become family with. You see what I'm saying? They become your uncles and your aunties. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first came into school, it was, hey, shalom, sis, to now it's hugs. You know what I'm saying? It's hugs. When you see somebody, you hug them.
Right.
Because it's like, it turns into your family. So I don't know what the hell you mean when they say school. Go ahead.
Concert. And just to add on what you're saying, especially with you leaving your family in the world, you know what I'm saying? This has to be your family. This has to be the people doing the will of the Father. These have to be the people that you could lean on, because you no longer celebrating birthdays or Christmas or things that your family in the world would glorify you for. So they not glorifying you no more. I mean, or they not being that shoulder that you can lean on all the time. So,
yeah. And then it's just like, man, I love the school. I'll say the school, I use it loosely, but I love the school because it tells you the truth, man. It keeps it straight with you, man.
Right.
The truth is perfect. This is what I tell people. The school is perfect. It's just that the people aren't. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's not perfect.
Right.
The school will tell you everything that you need to do correctly. That's right. But it's like, you'll fall short of that. So what you'll say is that the school is not perfect, when really reality is you.
Right.
And you're not willing to accept the truth. And the truth is, man, you in your 40s, you in your 50s, you in the school, you in your late 30s in school, and you leave, you are not going to find nothing better. That is the reality of it. You're not going to go out and get rich. You're not gonna leave the truth and think that, now you're gonna find some better niggas to be around, some more real niggas to be around. It's not gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen? You are going to stay on the fringes of the truth, and everything that we do, you're gonna have a problem with it. That's it. That's literally what the Lord is gonna give you. You're going to be a Facebook. Now get this, a Facebook. Like, when you think about it, 'cause the reason I'm laughing is because when you look at like what the definition of today with being lit is, right? Being lit means that you have clout, you have things that you can do, you got options, you got women, you know what I'm saying? You got the ability to make cash. You have the ability to be able to, go into a room and the room can sway your way. All the girls want you. You see what I'm saying? The dudes want to be around you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying, lit.
I got
Your followers is up. Man, you lead the truth, man. You think that's what you're going to be. But you know what's going to happen? It's not going to be that. You're just going to be a regular nigga who go to work every day, who come home and try to beef at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's going to be your life. And everything that we do, you're going to have an issue with it. Constantly. And you're just going to go on the fringes of the school. Go ahead.
And if you ever really value the words in the Bible, you're gonna feel the difference, because you're gonna wind up seeing how is nothing joyful in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's if you really believe the Bible at a point in time, because you'll see, like, when you believe it, I mean, you do it, it makes you happier. It makes you more comfortable. It makes you smarter, as you were saying. And without it, you ain't. We all ain't nothing. None of us.
And that's so heavy that you brought that. You said it like that, man. Because a lot of brothers, man, they don't understand it. The brothers that's older than you, you know what I mean, older than me, that you want to try to teach them, you want to try to show them something, but they just can't see it,
right? Because
the Lord don't want them. The Lord will string you along just to let you hang yourself. That's how it is, man.
Even with Pharaoh. So
go ahead,
this, sir. Even with Pharaoh, you know, it said he did this specifically to show us his power. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what you said. Yeah. It'll definitely string you along.
Right. The Lord will string you along just so that you can, just so that you can hang your damn self. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, we have this truth, so that we can get ourselves together, and so that we don't have to fall in that same trap and be deceived.
Right.
All right. Can you let's read a little bit more on that, Lakarab.
Verse 3. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you.
You know what that is? That merchandise, when they make merchandise of you, man, is because guess what they telling you to do? Sow a seed. They telling you to sow a seed. They telling you to bring that money in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the merchandise, how they make of you, man. That's all these pastors think of you, is that you are a dollar sign. When they're not supposed to think of you like that. You know what I mean? First, you're supposed to be a brother that's getting taught the law, that's getting raised up right. What the hell are we having Black History Month for? We getting up here in Black History Month talking about all the wonderful things that George Washington Carver did with a stinking peanut. When we should be up here talking about how we're going to strategize moving forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How are we going to get some goddamn land? What the hell does it mean? What the hell is voting matter if we ain't got no damn land? Somebody please tell me, where is the sense in that? They're talking about, well, see, we got to go vote. No, what we got to do is we got to protest so that we can get land. Because guess what? When I was trucking, guess who's out there with all the farms? White people. That's who got all the farms. White people. When you don't even got it. You don't even got to see the owner of the damn farm. Just look how many cows he got. He got 3, 4, 5,000 cows. Now that's real money wealth. That's real wealth. He got 5,000 cows. And we sitting here trying to, we trying to vote for who's going to be the city council. You get my point? You see where we at with it, man? We ain't where we need to be. But if we kept the law, we would get where we need to be. If we listened to the men that were wiser than we were, then we will be smarter than we are. But we just don't understand that, because a lot of brothers are bullheaded and don't want to change because they think that they know everything. And you really don't. All right? Make merchandise of us. That's where we at? Mm-hmm. You got it. No sweat. Water.
Whose judgments now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
Right. Because just the same way that judgment is going to come, the damnation is going to come too. It's not going to linger. It's going to come from the Lord. You're going to get it. That's why. Where's young Pharaoh? Anybody know where young Pharaoh is? You know where young Pharaoh is?
Somebody, after he did that last interview with Tasha K, that was it.
Yeah, where's Gorilla Hebrew?
Right.
He got pegged out the truth. He was bending over and letting his rib, you know what I mean, hit him with a strap on. Now tell me that ain't crazy. Where's Polite?
Jail. Under the jail.
From what? You know, molesting kids.
Yeah.
Where they all at? That false prophet, man. The Lord's going to expose you, and that's the scary part, because you don't want the Lord to say, "Get him," because now that's a whole different thing. That brother was crying, man. Gorilla Hebrew, and remember he was on the road too. He was on no jumper.
So like if I may, he was crying because he got caught.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying because of the embarrassment he was crying because of the shame.
He said, I was just operating in the realm of fantasy.
Yeah, no.
But the realm of fantasy.
Because when the text messages came, when the text messages came out, you know, he was talking about how it was awkward, the position that they was in, because he was tall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she was cracking him open.
Yeah, man. Hey, so you out there saying the white man the devil at camp, and then afterwards you're like, yeah, so what kind of lube we gonna get?
Look at his shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, you looking at you trying to link your rib up with white man. That's crazy. With the shirts too. Yeah, the shirts that says I love white men or something like that. It was crazy. You was deep in that demon was nasty. But you see where I'm going with it, man. Let me get you could drop that Lakarab. Let me get Isaiah 59:1. Isaiah 59:1. I just got a few more, and then we'll go ahead and end it. Let's get straight to the point with it.
Kawakan, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save.
Right. The Lord can give the Lord. You think the Lord can't give us anything that we want, Lord? But He ain't gonna give it to you. Why the Lord gonna give you the dominion over the local heathens, and you can't even stop eating pork?
Right.
You were like, see, we all need to come together. See, if we all come together, then we're gonna be able to. Man, you ain't even got a business plan. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even got a business plan. You talking about, see, look, we all need to come together, you know what I'm saying? Because if we all come together, you know what I'm saying, we can put this money together, and then, we can go and we can start, you know what I'm saying, we can start investing on the stock market. Man, you're going to lose everybody's money. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the law, and you don't even have what it takes to even be in a position that is going to give you that kind of power. You get my point? It takes work. And especially as a whole nation, no, the Lord's not going, his hand is not short that he can't save, but the Lord ain't going to let you rule these heathens and you still like white women. You just can't get away from white women. You know what I'm saying? You love white women so much that you just gave all you don't even like black women no more. You get my point? Like the Lord is going to give you what we need, but he's not going to do it if we don't do what's required for us to get it. You're not going to run the world. The reality of it is, and which nobody ever says, and it's, I guess it would be too much truth for black people to understand, is that black people aren't fit to run the world. That's why you're not running the world, because you're not fit to run the world. That's why black people ain't in NATO. That's why black people is not at the what's that called, Matazapod? The Council of Nations. That's you know who speaks for black people? Donald Trump. You know who speaks for black people? Tulsi Gabbard. I don't even gotta say that the race of these people, because you could tell by the name. You know what I mean? Kash Patel. He's a goddamn East Indian. You see what I'm saying? That's who speaks for black people. It will never, ever, the Lord will never put us in a situation like this until we're ready to get put in that type of situation. Right. When you look at even, and I just said, just slightly go off a little bit. But when you look at politics, and what do you see? You see Donald Trump having cabinet meetings, right? He have all the top people of his cabinet there. He got the director of the FBI. He has a director of intelligence. He has the attorney general. He has all of these, the U.S., you know what I mean? All these people in there talking about what? How they're going to take resources. What's the best way that they're going to move forward? Strategizing, figuring out who to go bomb, figuring out what terrorists to take out around the earth, figuring out what kind of military ops they're going to do. And guess what? Just on the flip side of that, turn to see what black people talking about. Guess what we talking about? Who's snitching? Big Meech ain't real. He was snitching. You know? Max B about to come home. He was snitching, see? He's not real because he was snitching. That's what niggas is talking about. Who's snitching? Who? See, Jay-Z and Beyonce, see, they was arguing about. That's what we talking about. You know? See, you know, 607 Unk, you know, he was on No Jumper and he was beefing with Whack 100. That's what we talking about. You think we ready to rule the world when we still talking about snitching? In 2025? Go ahead, Vitasabah.
It's damn near like we didn't assimilate it with America so much that our brains are like the capacity of our brains aren't able to even handle politics.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we didn't got rocked to sleep so much that that's all we can pretty much, you know, take in.
We strong on that, ain't we?
Comprehend.
We strong
media.
on that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, cause see, 4 Extra, you know what I mean? He blew his hand off, you know what I'm saying? But he beefing with No Jumper because, you know, Adam 22 didn't really, you know, he had Munchie B on this podcast. Come on, man. See what I'm saying? That's where we at. That's the when you want to see where the people at, black people are at, just look at YouTube. Look at YouTube. Look at listen to the music. Then you will get clear markers of where black people are. And you know where we at? Children's status. Black men in America are children. Sorry to say. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about us, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about the world. The world is full of grown 50-year-old children. And it's sad. You know what I mean? Let's get it, man. Read that one more time, like a ride where you was at. Go ahead and talk about just to bring us back in.
Oh, so like, if I may, you were saying something, right? I was, and black people got to start paying attention, right? We got to start thinking critically. They're about to try to start Xing us out and moving in the African culture, right? Because I think I shared it on my page where it was a guy that was saying, but he was just talking about on a work level, right? And he was saying that they hire, this is what he said. He said they hire Africans so that they don't have to hire African Americans. Like they understand there's a difference, right? And they was like, well, why would they hire Africans and not African Americans? And the guy said, because they still count as black.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you, man.
They still count as black.
But talk about no, man. Look, what was in here Friday, and what was being played? Afro beats. Them Africans sat back and they watched the dance hall movement. They watched it and they sat back and perfected it. Now they don't even play dance hall no more. With Buju Banton, they done with him. Peter Tosh, they done with him. What's the name? What's the other one name? Sean Paul, give me the light. They done with him. You know who they bringing in? Burna Boy.
Tim's.
Huh?
Is it Tim's?
Yeah, Tim's. They bringing in Tim's, Burna Boy. You know, Davido. They done with all of that, man. They sat back and watched, and they stole that music from the Benjamites. Because what? We don't keep the law. We don't keep the law. And like the scriptures say, I think you had brought it out one week, Lakara, where you was talking about, the law, like keeping the laws and the punishments from us not keeping the law. What the Lord said, you was going to be the head, everybody was going to be the head, and you're going to be the tail. that means that every single piece of intellectual property that we come up with, somebody gonna take it. Somebody gonna take it. I don't care what you do. You could come up with something like, yo, this is the best idea ever. Somebody gonna take it. Because you are going to be the tail and everybody else is gonna be the head. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Isaiah 59:1.
Con. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ears heavy, that it cannot hear.
Mm-hmm.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
Right. Because the prophets, man, the so-called prophets, the false prophets, they keep us away from the Lord.
Right.
Because of what they teach us. They keep us away from the Lord, and we're not able to find the Lord because you got some stinking pastor in the way that's leading you away. Even this day, the ignorance is so ridiculous. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was at camp. We was at camp, 2 weeks ago? And it was just, you just see the level of ignorance on people. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, damn, you know what I mean? In 2025, how can it be this ignorant when we have this much social media? And I think at this point, it's just people just refuse. People just want to be ignorant. Go ahead.
Sir. And a lot of people, they rather would lean unto their own understanding than somebody else tell them right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So
see, because we really gods, you know what I'm saying? Right. See, we gods, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever sound pleasing.
Right. See, the thing is, the reason that, the cops is running in, and they pulling you over is because, see, you're not educated, you know what I mean, on the fact that, that you a sovereign citizen, you know what I'm saying? And, if you see, brother, you're not driving, you traveling. Right. And guess what? That cop gonna be like, wait a minute, they gonna bust the window and drag you out out that car by your dreads, because you lean, like he said, leaning on your own understanding. I think that it might be time, like, not to lean on your own understanding once the window breaks. Whatever you're doing is not working at that point. Right. You know what I mean? So let me see. I just got a couple more scriptures, then we're gonna be out of here. Let me see. Which one did I want?
If I could read Amos 3:2 real quick.
Yeah, you got it.
Throughout it, sir. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 2. It say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of heavy because, like, what I like to tell people is we the only ones who have an opportunity to follow the Most High. So being that we not, that's why we getting punished the way we are.
Yeah, and it also goes back to, it's like remember when we was with Moses and when they sprinkled the blood.
Right. He
sprinkled the blood on us. They said the Lord said, okay, these are the commandments. If you keep them, you're gonna be set on high. But if you break them, this is what's gonna happen. And we chose what? To learn the same way that Adam and Eve learned, through the knowledge of good and evil. Right? We choose to learn through the Lord's bad side. And this is why it's so fragmented. Everything is just so fragmented. So when the dudes that do have it, they only care about the people that they know. And that's how our nation is so fragmented, and we lose every time. Go ahead, Matazapah.
I didn't know if you had the scripture.
Oh, okay. Oh, you had the scripture.
I didn't know what you called.
Oh, you had a scripture.
Did you call for one?
Oh, yeah, it was.
I got one for you.
Okay.
You need it.
Yeah. If you wanted to bring something out, that's fine. I just had maybe two more, and then I'll be solid. Go ahead. You had one to bring.
Kind of a concept. The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. Mm-hmm. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Verse 9, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. This is the last one. Verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. That's pretty much like the our religious institutions today. You know what I mean? They push for us to be sinners, and they say nothing's going to overtake us, nothing's going to happen to us. You know what I mean? We got the truth. Remember, they say Christians are the Israelites. Christians are the church, and they teach the opposite of Christ. And we believe that nothing's going to happen, but it will happen.
Right. That's right, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, you try to help with who you can help, and I think it is at this time, man. It's just like how like you just kind of go into a, I never wanted to be like that. When it came to the truth, like where you kind of you always want to stay optimistic about everybody, man. But it's just like I've seen. People that I thought was solid, you know what I'm saying, that it turned out not to be. I've seen people fake, like I was telling like Rob in the beginning of the class, man. I've seen sisters come through like, I'm down for ISUPK, have food stacked to the ceiling. I'm down for the UPK, man. I'm one West to the death, baby. Where they at now? I seen brothers coming here on the brotherhood class, sitting here and talk about how, man, we was all gonna be cool and we never was gonna leave each other. We always gonna stay solid. Nigga, gone. Soon as a girl come, the girl you get with, she start calling you by your slave name. You don't even know how to deal with it. She's stronger than you are. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't want to come to class because you don't want to upset her. And now, you know what I mean? You going out the truth, man, and you out in the world. And you just a shell of something. You know what I mean? And that's what it all boils down to. Right? Let me get Matthew 19 and 15. Y'all know that one. And then Ezekiel 22 and 25.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse, you said 15? 15. 16, Salakia. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Keep reading. I want to hear what he did.
Verse 18, he saith to him, which Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Verse 19, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You
can skip down to what happened with the dude at the end of it. When he came, he said, what he can do, and then when Christ told him what he do, what happened at the end?
Okay, the young man said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Yahushua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me.
And what did that nigga do?
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
That's what it comes down to, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that money, you ain't trying to follow the Lord, man. You like, man, that's why it's say that a rich man is going to be hard to get into the kingdom, because you care about money. You care about what you can achieve in life. And because you care about that so much more than you care about the Lord, man, you going to walk away from Christ when he's right there on earth and you living at the same time he living. You're going to walk away and you're going to do your own thing. Imagine that. Christ on the damn earth and you still not in the truth. God damn. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I may, sir. And you know what's crazy is we have a lot of brothers and sisters that's like this today. that can't give up their riches. They won't give up their riches for anything. And knowing what Christ says about, a person who, has riches that won't part from him, he says that, a rich man, it's like what is a camel going through the eye of a needle right after, that the brother wouldn't sell his, sell everything.
Damn, like where's the black bus companies at?
Yeah.
Where's Tyler Perry Bus Company? Where's the Tyler Perry, supermarket? Yeah. Where's the Oprah Winfrey Mart? Where's it at? They don't got it. You know why? Because you know what rich black people can do? Buy belts. They can buy belts, shoes, socks, book bags, cars, shirts, pants, and what else?
And sometimes, a lot of times, rich black Americans are compromised because they, doing what rich white people do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, like Tyler Perry, you see, he's all caught up now in the whole scandal with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All rich black people do is.
Now Tyler Perry, he trying to peg some white dude. Yeah. He trying to peg a white dude. Yeah. And then the white dude about to get that lawsuit. And you got, what's his name? Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is 54 years old trying to get a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. And she's ugly. And then, you know what? Like, Shannon Sharp is what? 50-something, right? You know how many aunties he could get? I mean, bad aunties. Aunties from, like, TikTok aunties. Aunties that go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like them aunties that, like, you see them aunties that be like, I know y'all seen it before, like them aunties that be on like TikTok and Instagram that's, all in shape. She 50-something years old, might have grandkids, but she look real youthful. If she got a call from Shannon Sharp, she'd be going today. But guess who he trying to get? Some skinny white chick that's charging them $50,000 a hit.
Slovakia too. I heard.
Go ahead.
And they say he paid her more than he got paid for his whole span in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it like 10 million?
No, but they went up.
Yeah, it was a crazy amount.
It went up because he tried to settle for 10 million. She said no.
No, but I think it wasn't like 13. Like it was a little bit more, but
yeah,
it wasn't 20 or 50. I don't know if it was 15.
Man, Vlad TV did an interview right about it. Right, Vlad broke down the money, right, because he basically said that 13 million that she got, she basically, you don't have to pay taxes on a settlement, right? You don't have to pay no taxes because it's a civil settlement, right? So she gets the 13 million. He said she puts that in a small cap return. You know what I mean? Investment that's going to yield 6%. You know what he said? He said every single year for the rest of her life, she's going to make over $350,000 on interest. Not even touching the 13 million. Just 300. Who can't live off over $350,000 a year? 19 years old. She's the new Catch Me Outside girl. Yeah. Catch Me Outside. How about that? Mm-hmm. Remember that? She's the new Catch Me Outside girl, man.
She's rich.
She's rich.
Bad Baby she's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, Bad Baby, yeah. See, the young niggas know her as Bad Baby, but she was the Catch Me Outside girl off of goddamn Dr. Phil. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember, she was like, catch me outside. How about that? And then she became famous off that. She was like one of the first people that went viral for just a saying. And then they had it like Cash Me Outside girl. She was the Cash Me Outside girl. And then she became whatever she is today. But you get my point. Like, this is how America is, man. And until we keep the law, you're going to see us, hurt a lot more. So this is why now it's important now, us being in this quarter that we in right now, is that we continue to not get fatigued by the truth. Get in here every single week that you can get in here. Get in here, stay focused. Focus yourself in. You know what I mean? Do what you can do to push the truth. Don't fall off, because a lot of brothers fell off. A lot of sisters fell off. Look around. You know what I'm saying? Look around. You know, the bigger the building get, the less people show up. You see what I'm saying? But you got to know that the Lord is going to send the increase in. But the Lord will send the increase when when the Lord sees that we have a strong foundation that we can build on top of. Until then, you know what I mean? We just kind of prophesying to the wind. That's how it always go with the truth. You can't convince nobody really with the truth anyway, because the Lord is going to choose whether or not he wants to take the veil off your eyes. Because there's people that'll listen to Commander General Yohana. Commander General Yohana will come to their city and talk to them, and they still won't come in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really like the Lord got to really give you the understanding and take that veil off, and then you'll be able to be who the Lord called you to be. You'll be able to be everything that the Lord wanted you to be. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to be that brother who can really, you know, bring that fruit into the truth, and you'll be that brother that can be something that, you know, your folks and all the people around you never thought you would be able to be. But it starts with keeping the law and following the commandments. All right. So I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Lakarab. He woke up as soon as I said that I was ready. I was over. You just gotta turn it. Yeah, you can turn it. But yeah, it's set up for the what's the name.
All right, rules for new brothers and sisters. If a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to learn to shut themselves from the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek heads from seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Malachi 18, Numbers 18 through 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in Hebrew, ma'asher. Tenth of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Priest fund is a free will fund. You don't have to, whatever you feel in your heart to give. Up and coming holy convocations, we got the memorial blowing trumpets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be on September. That's going to be on September 21st. And it's going to be held right here at 51 Blue Hen Road. This road right here.
Drive.
Drive. Come make it out. Come celebrate with us. Keep the commandments.
And it's going to be lit. Our memorial blowing the trumpets is going to be different.
All right, so if any brother want to be a new brother in the school, start wearing all black pants, boots, headband, scarf. And with that being said, brothers of Midram, we're going to give a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amidram Shabbat, Amidram, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat
Yahweh Smitah, which means hands down. Sir, we're going to turn towards the sisters, of Midram. We're going to give a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amidram Shabbat, Amidram, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Lathan B'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Smitah, which means hands down. Class dismissed.